Hey everyone, this is Nitro. So, with the Trails in Time second chapter event now up, I thought I would quickly go over what I see in this event. Now, as always, of course, you're going to wait until you have access to the level 55 missions before farming it, because otherwise you should be getting far less reward items otherwise, right? So there's no reason to farm the level 33 versions, the level 35 versions when you get more items doing the level 55 versions, which unlock in, I guess, 2 days, according to this. So once the battles are unlocked, that's when you would start farming it. And the other thing to mention is, it seems like for this particular event, the amount of materials required for farming has been reduced dramatically. It used to be 72 items of each type, right? 72, 72, and 36. It's now 24, 24, and 12. So the costs here have been reduced by a third, which makes farming much easier. You don't have to farm as much, long story short. So presumably, that cost reduction will apply for both of the other tabs as well, which is good news because this event is only, after all, running for 2 weeks. So you're going to need to do quite a bit of farming and so on, especially with the Record of Lodos War coming up, presumably next week, right? And they have their own event too. So they clearly cut this event short, made it much faster to do, which is only a good thing, right? Rewards for this event are all very, very good items, right? As always, there's going to be an SSR headgear, weapon, accessory, and armor. But the other rewards would be some enchant packs, Olivier shards, gold, and finally, class materials. I actually desperately need class materials, so getting all of these is perfect preparation for when I get Deedlit on the next banner. Now, with all these things covered, I should also mention the Reddit user EdoT's Trails in the Sky event shop tracker, right? Because he always creates an event shop tracker. I'll have a link to it in the video description below, but I'm going to quickly jump over to it just to show you what it looks like and how it's used, right? So it looks like this, and the first page tells you that you have to make a copy of it to use because he has it locked for the default version, right? Otherwise, everyone could be using it. And, if everyone's trying to use the same sheet, it won't work properly. So long story short, this page here shows you all the resources you need of the 3 types, right? The gears, the screws, the gears, the screws, and the light bulbs. He's already reduced the cost down to a third for all of it. And basically, you can type in numbers above the amount you've already bought, and you can choose to ignore it if you don't want those items. Such as, for example, I don't want the rare Anarchy machine, so I would click on ignore so that these items don't factor into the calculations. And then the bottom list will list out the amount of materials you still need of each type to finish the event. He also has this stamina tracker tab, which tells you just how many runs you need to do of each battle. So you can see right here, if you do the level 35 battle, you need 73 runs. You do the level 45, you need 37. And then you do the level 55, you only need 25 runs, right? So according to the current calculations, it's 25, 27, and 28 runs for a total of 640 stamina. That's actually pretty easy to collect. All things considered, 640 stamina, if you use burgers, each burger gives you 50 stamina, you only need 13 burgers to farm up this whole event fully. But of course, you're not going to farm up the full event, right? Like I said, the rare Anarchy machine packs you probably don't want. The SR Anarchy machine packs would be for new players. I've long used up all the SR materials, so I don't need that. So I would skip both of those, and I would only need, the SSR Anarchy materials, and probably the rest of it. The rest. Yeah. Royal Guardian. I think that might be a skin, and I think I already have that skin. So I might even skip that one too, right? Since I already have the skin, it won't do me any good. So yeah, pretty straightforward event for farming. And finally, in the video description below as well, I will have links to my old videos on the Trails in Time event about how I cleared all these battles. But I'm also going to just do re-recordings of these battles since I'm playing them out anyways, right? So the links will be to the old versions, and I'm going to re-record all the battles, and we'll see if there's been any improvement in my strategy. I think there will be, especially since a year has passed. I've gotten much more used to playing Langrisser Mobile, and I like to think that my strategies have become more efficient as a result. Right? So we'll see how it goes. Alright, so that's it for this event for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you find all this information useful to you. And on that note, Nitro out.